Hi there, this is Kathy Crow here at the Crow Cottage, and for real, I'm actually here, back on vacation, or from vacation. My life is a vacation. It is pretty sweet, but it is so nice to be home. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's going to be, I think I've got some interesting things for you to look at today, but it'll be weird for me to be back into the swing of things. We were gone for a few weeks, and so we'll just see how it all goes, because in fact, I'm going to plug in my phone right now. Maybe I'll wait till I turn it around, because Facebook has been doing some weird things with my, well, I don't know if it's Facebook. It might be my streaming service. It might just be my phone. It might be, who knows? There's so many things that interfere with what this is. So hopefully I won't be cut off. Hopefully it'll all last just fine. Now today I am going to do, it's called Handcrafted Elements. If you are looking at this catalog, this is our newest mini catalog. We also have the big main one, the annual catalog. It's kind of intimidating for people who aren't used to Stampin' Up, because it's like super thick. It has everything you could possibly ever want. And there's a ton of stuff in it. And then, because that's not enough, there's a little mini catalog here and there. We're going to get a new one in January. So this one is good through January. It came out in September. I've been working my way through it. And when I was looking at this catalog, I noticed there's this little die. Over on this side, there's this little die set that has ornaments. It's really cool. It's called Handcrafted Elements dies. And that is particularly the ornament die that I wanted, because I have some dies that were old ones. In fact, I'm going to show the old ones to you today and compare it. Now, we've done a few of them, but I only have the most recent one. I haven't been buying dies long enough to have a ton of them. But this set was introduced with the trees and with the words. Where are the words? There are the words. And I didn't buy any of the stamps. I just bought the dies because I already have a bunch of trees, and I also have a lot of Christmas stamps, although these are nice and big. I have so many of them, but these are really nice and big. So if you're looking for words that are going to take most of the space on a card, then these are definitely ones that will do it. They're bold and they're simple. Joy to You, it's called. And you can see how they used them on these cards. So there are nice sentiments. They just didn't happen to be ones that I needed. So, Handcrafted Elements. I went online this morning to see if it was available, because things go in and out really fast, and they are available. So, everything I'm showing you today, I believe, is available, surprisingly enough. And so I'm excited about that. And so glad. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you comment, I appreciate it. It helps get my Facebook page out and about. Sharing is great, but even if you don't share, if you just put a quick little comment, hi, I appreciate it. I am going to turn this around. I will eventually see your comments. I don't know that I will see them right away, because Facebook, again, has just made life really difficult for those of us trying to actually see what's happening on our page. And I am going to shift things, so don't panic. It's just going to take me a minute to get things centered and around, because my desk is a big mess. When you go away on vacation, when you come back, is your stuff all a big mess too? Because I actually left our house really clean. That's one of the important things in my life, is to have things orderly and clean. And excuse me while I'm plugging in my phone to make sure that doesn't interfere with my feed. If it's not plugged in, it might. So that is one of the important things. So the house was clean. It was neat and tidy. My desk was tidy, but it had a pile of ornaments, and that's one pile. I have another pile over here. I have another pile over there. I've been making, just before I left, I was like majorly making ornaments from this set. And so, because of that, oh, I guess I better shift everything. I forgot I'm still in the process of shifting here so that you can see what's what. Squeak, squeak, sorry. That's kind of the way it goes. Up there. We're going to go like that. And then I am going to just push that up there. And that's pretty good, actually. I don't think I'm going to get much better than that. That's pretty good. Anyhow, so the thing is that I need to do that. There we go. That's positioned better for me. Anyhow, but so the desk is still messed up because the desk has to be messed up because I'm crafting, right? That's just the way it is. When we're crafting, things get messy and it never changes. It just stays that way. All right, so I'm trying to find myself over on the side, and then that way, hopefully, I don't know if I'll see your comments. I hope I do, but I don't know if I will because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And, oh, good. I can actually see what I can see. Here, let me shift this down just a tiny bit. There we go. That's better. All right, so hopefully that will work, and we will be squared up somewhat here. All right, now, so the handcrafted elements, let me show these to you. So I just bought the dies. I shoved them in here. I've been buying my magnetics because these are nice and heavy and thick and they really hold my magnets. The ones that I was buying in sheets that are already sized right and you just, they're self-stick, you stick them on, they weren't heavy enough and my stuff was just falling off of them. If it hit, if I dropped it on the floor and it hit, a whole bunch would fall off. So Walmart has been selling this in a big fat roll for super cheap, but I have to cut it, and now I'm having to tape it because the glue on the back is giving away on my cardstock. Anyway, this is pretty funky, I know, but it works for me. So anyhow, this is what you get. You get this piece, and do I have one already cut out? Yes, I do. I have a whole bunch of these over on this side. So let me show you what it looks like. It cuts out like a dream. In fact, I think I might cut one out just so you can see. So you get this piece, and this makes a very nice little flower that goes on this label. Okay, so you can do a 2-color sort of thing here. This is a little tag. Okay, that gets cut out from that. There are all these pretty little stars that come out of that star die. Oops. I'm going to be using these things, And then this is a layered piece. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about how I did that. There's this die and this die that makes this layered piece. It's really beautiful. And then this is what goes with this. Okay? All right, so that is those are the elements I'm going to use today. And I'm going to grab out my old one. This one is Delicate Baubles. This is probably from 2 years ago. And it had, I don't have any made up. I'm sure I do on cards somewhere. This one has the word joy. I really like this one. Has the word joy. And it's just that on a simple background, this little snowflake one. And then there was this shape, which is nice because on our Christmas tree, I like to put a variety of shapes of balls, like glass ones. And so I'm really drawn to the ones that are not just circular globes. So this one had Merry Christmas. Oh, this is a really pretty one. I loved that one. I loved this ribbon. This is a ribbon you could use a lot. It has a cutout so that you can cut out the this outline piece that goes with these, and then there's a circular one that goes with these. So, but I did not appreciate that I had to put a separate piece in to cut that out. That was an inconvenience that wasn't necessary. And so this one, of course, has the cutout, but it's just this. And again, this is not a set that's available because it's old. It's 2 years old, but this is what I was working with, and I have been using it. because I do like it, but it was limited with some of the things that this one's not limited. Now this one has the cutout all ready to go, so that's nice. It, you know, here, let me get this separate. It does it. You can do both sides. That one's not the same on both sides. Yeah, here we go. It has both sides. You know, you can glue those together. It looks really pretty. And so I want to show you. Now, this one doesn't have a top. So what I did is I went ahead and used the top of this one. And that's what I'm going to work on first today, is just to show you how I'm doing that. Let me take these off here. Maybe I'll use those to cover up my white side. My camera doesn't like having a lot of white space. All right, so now where's the other one? Oh, there it is. So I took my die, that is this one, okay, and I just cut some of this turquoise foil. Now this foil, I have no idea what foil it is. We had, when the Waves of Inspiration set came out, there was some blue foil. Do you remember that? Those sheets of blue foil? I bought several packages of those, and you can actually buy this turquoisey foil elsewhere, but we don't have it right now, so I had to use my stash on that. But I just cut the top out of some scrap foil from that die, and then I'm gonna use, for this one, what I did is I layered glittery green underneath for the leaves, and then this foil for the overlay. It's all laying on top of this one is actually a kind of a greenish foil that's, again, left over, but I just put a gold foil on the back. And then I'm going to just glue these right on here. Actually, I've got out, this is like an Avery label sheet that I've used all the labels off of. In fact, I'm going to just peel these bottom strips off as well, because this acts as a great mat, a disposable mat, when I am taping, using a lot of tape on things, because it doesn't stick to it. The tape just kind of folds back onto itself, and I can tape a whole lot of stuff. I get my fingers sticky with the tape, of course, like always happens, but I've tried a few different things. I glued these, okay, I glued it, and I tried tape, and actually the tape was easy to manage. So this is our Stampin' Seal. Anything like that will do. And then on this, I can just run my little tape on there, and it doesn't stick to this. It kind of folds back in on itself. And then I'm going to just stick that on here. Now I'm going to put it like this because I want to see the points of my little leaves. It's really cute. And then I'm going to take my scissors and just clip off the excess of this. Okay, so you can just do that. It sticks on there quite nicely. And then we're going to do this one. Oh boy, so we had quite an adventure while we were gone, and I am so glad to be back, but it was nice to see all of our kids and our grandkids. Uh-oh, did I use up the last of my tape? No, I think I've been using a ton of this for these, just a bunch, so if I do run out, I won't be surprised. I know I've got some somewhere. I'm not sure where. Now on the back, you can see how it, is, you know, you got to match it up really well. You want it to match up perfectly and squeeze it. If you're using tape, you can really squeeze. The thing I found when I was trying to glue all of this together is the problem is that the glue just oozes out, you know, badly. And it made a sticky mess. And it looked okay. It turned out okay. I glued all of these together. And I've got an abundance. So you can see you can do it. I've glued all of these together. And I used all different backgrounds. And I'm trying to find the one that I did that the glue kind of oozed out. I think this is the one. So I don't know if you can see it, but you can see there's some glue that oozed right out there. But I wanted to make sure these were going to stay together really well because I'm going to use this as a little, you could use it as an ornament on a tree. You can use it as an ornament on your package. And like today, I'm going to use it as a little ornament on my card. And then you're going to just trim that little top like that. There. And now you've got a nice little hanger for your ornament, okay? Now, I am not going to make a bunch of these. This is not the one. I'm going to use these as tags because I can put a name on the back. And all of these are just one-sided. I did not do all of the leaves on all the sides because, frankly, it would have just... This is a 2-layer thing. You're gluing a layer on a layer on a layer. And to do that again on this side, I would have had another layer and a layer. So, and gluing it was time consuming. So when I show you how easy it is to do it with the tape, I'm doing that to kind of recommend tape. But I would use a surface like this to do it with so that you're not having such a big mess. Otherwise, it's just really difficult. All right, so that is that. I do like these. They're cute, but I'm going to set this aside and move it off and away because I am not doing any more with that one today. I'm going to cut out our die so you can see how easy and fun it is to cut out. But before I do that, I think I'm going to go ahead while I've got this all ready. I'm going to assemble one of these so you can see how easy it is to assemble and also the order of how to do it. So now this one, what I did is I've already got one side done. Okay, so I've got silver foil. This is some glimmer paper. This glimmer paper is actually available in a set of glimmer paper. What is that glimmer paper? Let me look here really quick. I cannot find it. I think I've used all of it. So I know we have a pack of glimmer paper that has this, that has that kind of a, it's like our Seaside Spray blue. Now where is my pack of glimmer paper? Because I know, I set it out here because I wanted to show, well, maybe we don't have it anymore. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here's our new glimmer paper. This is called 3-Color Glimmer. And it is an online-only paper. Right now, there are several online-only papers. I think this particular shade is different than the one that's in here. So now that I'm looking at it, I think this one has like shaded spruce in it. It has this beautiful peach one. Oh, petal pink. It has, I'm thinking this is Tranquil Tide. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's quite different, but it would work with this foil that I'm using. And then this, of course, is purple one, and it is really, really pretty. So glimmer paper, it cuts out really good. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do, but let me show you how to assemble this. So now that I've got one, I want to stick this on here first before I do anything with this. So it's okay to assemble one, but, you know, and all I did is I just put tape here and put here and then stuck this on. That's all I did to assemble this one. But the holes, you want the holes to match up, and they don't perfectly top to bottom necessarily. One side is going to match up with the holes really well, and one side won't. So when I did this, I thought, I don't think that's matching up. Let me just turn it over and try that side. And that side matches up much, much better. So I know I need this to be on like this. You're only matching up these middle holes because these are all covered anyway from the back side of your foil. Now, one thing you can do if you want to have all of these dots to be the same color is you can just cut, let me see if I have one that's a different color. You can cut another piece from an oval piece, you know, and have it be a solid one. And then if you do that, here, let me take a gold scrap. If you just cut an oval with your scissors, so you just cut it out, you know, cut out an oval, and then you can position it, but you're going to have to do it on both sides. And it starts to make it really bulky and big, and it works. I did do that with, let's see if I can find one here that I did do that with. Maybe it's the one I'm actually going to use our card with. No, that one's not. But what happens is it ends up being a little bit on the thick side this direction. And I'm trying to find the one that I did do that. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay, so what I did is I took this same glimmer paper and I just did a little, the part that gets cut out when you do this ornament, because these little holes get covered up by this. You only need this part to be showing. So I took this little strip that got cut out, and I did 2 of them, obviously. And I just glued that little strip here so that my glimmer paper is showing through those holes. But you know what? You can't even tell. It's just not worth that step. Now let me double check to make sure I didn't flip-flop that. Okay, I didn't, so we're good. Now let's see if my tape's working, because it's questionable. There we go. Now it's going. So I'm just going to put tape on here like this. And, oops, I turned it over, didn't I? And then you want to line up these holes so that they are matching so you can see through. Okay, so once you get those all lined up, just press that down. Make sure the edges are not showing on either side. Okay, that's looking good. And then you're going to do the same thing. I'm checking to make sure, but no tape. This works pretty good doing it on here. The tape, again, just sort of walks itself off. Make sure it's actually laying down tape. I'm getting right to the end of this roll. I have some tearing tape on the side here in case my tape gives up, because I'm not feeling it there. I know you're coming out, but you want to make sure you get some on that little tip down there, and you want to make sure you get it on these sides. Now it is good. This is press and stamp, press and seal. So it is really, really sticky. So your finger will stick to it really good. So just be aware of that. But you want to have enough. Okay. Now, the other thing about the glue is that it got on the foil a lot. I had to wipe it away quite a bit just to keep it from smearing up my foil. And so that's why there's a glob of goo right there. That's glue. I can't really do a lot to it. That is permanent. I just wanted to make sure it didn't cover my foil, because you can't really wipe it off without it totally smearing and messing up your foil. You can only wash it away so much, and then you've ruined your foil. So I definitely would do the tape. There's enough wiggle room time that you can match up the sides really well. Give it a good press. Once it's matched up, give it a good press. And now you've got this beautiful, look at that. Isn't that pretty? This is such a nice ornament. The little tag, you're going to want to attach a little tag. You can put their name on it. So you can use this like in just so many ways as a tag, but we're going to use it as a card today. Okay, so that is that. This is the one that I like the best. Oops, there's some tape on there. Get that off before it hardens. There we go. I think that's done. And now I'm going to remove this. It doesn't have tape on it. I'm saving this sheet. Again, it's just my Avery label sheet, but I thought, I'm going to use that. Now, one of the papers you could use today are these Snowflake Magic. It's $10. You get a whole bunch of this beautiful turquoise. What is this called? Is this Bermuda Bay? It probably says it doesn't. It's, it actually almost matches our old mint macaron on this one. But Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, it'll even go with your pretty peacock. This is a white snowflake, very pretty. This is white with silver, and there's little teeny tiny white snowflakes, and these tone-on-tone Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana snowflakes, and it's gorgeous. So that is paper that you could be using. I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm just using it as an example for you. So what I did is I took a piece of this regular foil that was an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet, and I cut it in four. I cut it 4 1/4. Hi, Freddie. It is nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in and mentioning that you are there. I so appreciate it. I feel less alone. Really appreciate it. Okay, so 4 1/4 by 11, and then what I did is I scored this at 3 1/2 and at 8 1/2, and we've got just this little tri-fold that's going to fold like this. This is just a simple little fold card, nothing fancy. I did a little belt that's going to go around it, and this is 1 7/8, I believe. Let me look here. This is looking like 1 3/4 across by 11, and then I scored it at 3 and at 8, and then that's on my little belly band. Okay, so this card is going to just open like this. It's white inside because that's the way this foil comes, and that's nice for me because the only thing I have to worry about is just not making a big mess on my foil. Then I took a piece of silver and cut this at, let's look here, 3 this is the 3 7/8 by 3 1/8, and then that is just going to go right here. Okay, this is all very, very simple today, and I'm going to see if I've got enough tape to just lay all of my tape on here. I'm not a big tape fan because I like to get right to the edge. And that's one of the reasons I have to. Now my glass mat is fine, but on this paper, it'll go on there and it'll stick. So I'm glad to see I can actually do it right here and go right to the edge on my label paper. And it walks itself back. I don't even know what's happening to it. I don't know why, but it's just not sticking to that paper. It only is to my foil. But now that I've taped that, there's not going to be a lot of wiggle room here once I lay this on here. We're kind of going to be stuck with what we get. That's one of the reasons I don't do tape much either. I'm going to take another piece of foil and press that just to not get my sticky hands on there. We're going to just fold it like this. This is how it's going. This is, again, very, very simple. Nothing too fancy today. That's going to go under. That's going to go there. Because I want to cut out that ornament and show you how great it looks. And this is beautiful. For a Christmas card, you cannot have too much foil, right? I mean, foil is just simple and very, very pretty no matter what. Okay, so we only need about 1 inch worth of tape here. And then that should, I'm going to actually do it right on my card because I don't trust. Oops, there's some tape. I got it from my finger, or there we go. I'm going to have to get let me grab a little white really quick. Because, yeah, I'm going to be needing that. When we were on vacation, you know what? I discovered, I already knew this about my little GPS Google map. But usually it doesn't matter which direction you take out. Jeff and I were in Tahoe City. And I'm not going to push that down too far because I want to make sure I can slide it on and off. And I don't want it in case there's any tape on that, I didn't want to get it on the back of my card. Okay, so that is good. You know what? So I'd selected, it said it was going to snow that night. And it didn't, thankfully. And then they said it was going to snow in the morning. So I told Jeff we are getting out of here fast. We are getting out of here very quick today because I do not like snow. I don't like driving in snow. And there's tape in there. Can you believe I got tape in there? That is just totally going to mess everything up. So I'm going to take my little eraser and we're going to work on that. I know it's going to be tedious for you, but I can't get this belly band on and off until I've removed every single bit of that tape. This is, with my glue, I can just take a little wipe, and it's gone. But tape, it's just sort of the gift that keeps giving if you get it where you don't want it. Anyway, so I had the GPS selected. We had already discovered a coffee shop that would be open that early as we were leaving. Because in Tahoe right now, everything's closed. This is not Tahoe. Was it Tahoe? Yeah, Lake Tahoe. Everything's closed. It was at Mammoth, too. And there's an off-season that's cheaper, and that was why it was appealing to me, because I'm not a skier anyway. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. And I was never a skier. I knew how to sort of snowplow ski. And it was fun, but it's cold and wet. Do you like to ski? Freddie, have you ever gone skiing? Not water skiing. I bet you've been water skiing. A lot of people like to water ski, and I can understand the appeal of that. But snow skiing, you gotta like cold, ice, wet, falling with your face in the snow. I plowed into my ski instructor and realized, I don't really like skiing all that much. He wasn't all that nice to me for plowing into him. Why is that? I don't know, but anyway. All right, so we're going to stick this on here like that just to keep it going. And then I'm going to apply my ribbon. Now, we used to have, and I bought a ton of it. This was a Halloween thing last year. This silvery gauze. Isn't that gorgeous? It's really pretty. So I'm going to put that over my belly band. That's why it's kind of a big belly band, because I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room to wrap this around and tie. And so we stopped and got our coffee. We were on our way out, and we were going to go down the south way, out and away from the bad snow, and go to Winnemucca, Nevada was our next stop on our way to see our kids in Idaho. And and I saw right on the way, if we go this south way, we're going to be able to go through Virginia City. I'm going to have to put some kind of a holder there because this foil is so slippery. This ribbon is going to just slip right off. But I'm going to leave it for now because what I want to do is put another silver ribbon on top of this. But I don't necessarily want it. I think I want to just wrap it. I don't know if I want another bow with. Let's look and see. What do I think about that? 2 bows? Actually, 2 bows might not be bad. Let's do that. So we're going to just go ahead and do 2 bows like that. And then we'll deal with getting it to stay and not be slipping all over the place. That looks pretty even. Doing 2 of these at once is going to be a little trickier for me. I'm not a bow expert for sure. Okay. Hello. All right, there we go. Please, please, please tie nicely. All right, so we got our coffee. And we were out and we were going along smoothly. Everything seemed to be fine. Not only was it snowing heavier and heavier on the road and piling up on the sides of the road and looking treacherous, we were going higher. And I knew we were not supposed to be going higher. We were supposed to be going lower. So there's 3 ways out of Tahoe. And 2 ways go up through the mountains. Very high, very, very high. And one way goes south and down and into Nevada, and that's how I wanted to go, and that was not how we were going. So Jeff said, well, do you want me to turn around? And I was like, well, I don't know. At that point, I wasn't sure we were really going higher. I was sure we were on the right path. And I had made sure that we were not going through the mountain range. And so I was reluctant to accept it. And then it was just obvious we were getting deeper and deeper in the chain. You know, chains required lights are flashing. And we've gone through 2 points that said that. And it looked bad. And we do not have chains. And we do not want to have chains. I don't ever want to drive where I have to have chains ever again. It's not pleasant for those of us who are chickens. And yeah, so I said, yeah, you better just as I was getting ready to say that, we saw a big black bear lumbering across the road pretty far away, but he was so big we could see him really good. He was really nice, really cool, and we were not close enough for it to be scary. But he said, aren't you going to get a picture of that? I was like, no, because he's going to be gone by the time I can get my camera out. And my, you know, I've got the camera out because we're following this stupid, useless map. But to get the actual camera out, and I've already experienced it so many times. How many of you are doing that when you're driving? You've got your map open. You grab the phone. It's in its stand thing, so it's not like you can just grab it. You got to disengage it. You get the phone. You find the little camera app. You open it, and of course, the thing you wanted to take a picture of is long gone by then. All right, now with my ornament, I want you to be able to be dangling nicely here, like so. Okay, so we're going to have that kind of up like that. All right, so now that I know that, I can apply a little bit of tape, but I'm not going to use that roller tape. That is going to be a disaster. So let's use just enough to get this to stay right here under this solid ribbon. Okay, and that's going to kind of stick everything, I'm hoping, stick everything on there really good so it just doesn't shift so much. Okay, that's the plan. And so anyhow, we saw the bear. I told Jeff, yeah, you better turn around now because if we go too much further, who knows if you'll find a good place to turn around. So we turned around not far from where we saw the bear. And thankfully, as we came down, the snow stopped falling and looked good. And we got through Tahoe and out the other side before the snow had gotten too thick there. Oops. Let's get some of that netting on the other side here. Oh, I got my tape on it. Okay, so we're stuck with it where it is. Literally stuck with it where it is. Okay, that's okay. There we go. It is really pretty, don't you think? Really, really pretty. So we'll snip that. We'll snip that. And so we made it. And it was nice, really nice. And once we finally got out and away from that snow, it was beautiful, beautiful, sunny and warm and nice. Although I guess it wasn't really all that warm. We were freezing I was. Jeff never freezes, but I was freezing. When we got to Silver Dollar City, not Silver Dollar, Virginia City, which in many ways looks a lot like Silver Dollar City, only it's an actual city. All right, do I want that there? No, I don't. I'll just put these here and that'll kind of anchor everything good and cover up my white spot. It was windy, super windy, and they did have a coffee shop open, and that was one of the best coffee shops we went to. It was so delicious. All right, now another thing you can find, now silver foil, this silver foil we have, it comes in a variety, brushed foils and other things. It's very nice. We've got gold and silver trim, which I don't think it's this. I think this is an old one. This is my sequiny one. We also have a Simply Elegant trim, which is your twine type silver trim. And it's thread. It's actually like a silver thread. And I do have some. Let me clip it. It comes in a pack, a duo pack. You get gold and silver, and it is going to make a much easier way to tie. I forgot I even had it. I was going to use this, and we're going to just loop this through. This is that, no, the sequins. We're going to loop the sequin one around. Isn't that cute? I do think I like the sequins. Let's see how it'll work. Okay, we're going to tie it in here. With my little bow. Let's see if we can do a bow. It's pretty nice. It's not like sequin ribbon you're going to find anywhere other than Stampin' Up. Nothing else is going to tie like that. This actually does tie. Not great, but it does. I might have to do a knot and a bow because that's not going to stay otherwise. Look at that. I better do a knot as well. The guy did in Virginia City that was doing coffee. What was that place called? I think it was called, was it For Pete's Sake? Is that what it was called? It was very cute. And he said, yeah, when you work here, you have to make the coffee exactly like they would make it in 1800 and whatever. So he was all costumed up, you know, and with his mustachios and all of that. And very nice guy. Okay, very fun. Very cute. Okay, very, very cute. See, you just don't even need much to get something really nice. And now you could, if you wanted to attach a nice little tag with someone's name, you can easily do that. I'm going to go ahead and attach a tag while I've got my card going here because it'll be easy for me to just stick on whatever name I want to onto that. Just do a little white ribbon and a little white, you know, name tag and glue or tape it right on there and you're good to go. And the coffee was really good. Did he have sugar-free flavorings? I think he must have. That's the one thing Jeff and I find that we just don't get. I brought my chocolate and my almond sugar-free flavoring Torani syrups with us. Traveling by car means you can take everything. I took my pillows, 2 pillows, my coffee flavorings. Oh, it was nice. Had everything. My 2 books. I found a new book series to read. Because I've read every Nancy Drew book I think there is, other than maybe some of the newer ones that I don't even want to read. All right, that is that. And then all we need is this nice Christmassy sentiment, of course. You know what? One of my card ladies is going to do a card class with me. I can't use her stamp set. She has Christmas classics. I've ordered this for her. And so I like it. This is a really good one. I wasn't going to order this stamp set, but they're photopolymer, and I'm sort of taken with it. I don't have Christmas classics, but I have something I'm sure similar. I think what I'm going to do, though, since I've got it out, this is the one I've been using the most of, this Night Divine. If you were going to do stars here instead, you could do your Stars Are Brightly Shiny, any star thing. You know, Oh Holy Night, Joy and Peace. I've been using this one a ton for all of my Christmas things. Let's see, what else have I got here? I've got all kinds of stuff over here. We've got, oh, my Shop the Town stuff. I kind of forgot about that. What else do we have in the back here? We've got, oh boy. We've got Horse and Sleigh has Wishing you a season of cheer. That would be nice. And it also has the little, you can use that. Oh, my itty bitty Christmas. This is a cute one. I want something that's a fairly good sized one. Oh, these are old ones now. These are some old ones that I really like. Merry Christmas to you. It's going to have to fit like there. But it has to match the ornament. Can't have it be too... I'm having a hard time deciding, as always. Let's do We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I mean, I send that one a lot because it's just so basic. We wish you a Merry Christmas. You can't get much better than that. All right, so I am going to want, now I suppose if I wanted to be super fancy, I could emboss with some kind of a turquoisey color on silver and stick it on there, but that just sounds... That's sounding a little more complicated than I want to make it. Here's one of these cutouts that I cut out from here, and you can really see how you can put that right behind. You can also do other colors with that center. You know, I mean, the things you can do with these little ornaments are just limitless with the sort of, you know, with your imagination. You're going to come up with so many ways that you can do it. And where is my white cardstock? I don't know. I'll get out a whole new sheet. I know I had a scrap piece here somewhere, but I am not seeing it. So here we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Pretty good deal. All right, we'll stamp that on there. This I haven't stamped, ladies. I haven't stamped in 3 weeks, and it's it feels weird. I normally stamp every day, so it feels very strange to have been away from my stamping for this long. All right, where are the inks? We've got Bermuda Bay. Let's try Bermuda Bay first and see if that's going to be a good match. Looks like it's inking up pretty good. Oh, perfect, except for I see a smudge on there. So we're going to do it again. Let's do it again right here. Better. All right. Very cute. There's something about just stamping that's very relaxing, very relaxing. Now, if you live here in Springfield, I have a class that's coming up November, oh, I don't know, it's the first Tuesday in November, and we are doing Christmas cards, and I'm not exactly sure what we're even going to do yet. I'm still working on it because I wanted to make sure that whatever papers we use are going to be available. I mean, it would be nice to be able to do things that are actually purchasable. So that's why I haven't decided yet. I thought I'd better just wait and come home and see. Now this is Hippo and Friends. This is one we had a while ago, but I want one that's straight-sided. No, that's not going to be narrow enough. We need something pretty narrow. I do like the stitches. So here's my rectangles. I think this one will work. Perfect. Stitched rectangles. I think you are gone. Do we still have stitched rectangles? Do you guys know? I've kind of given up keeping track of what dies are available and what ones aren't because I have so many that I use, and I'm not going to not use them just because they aren't selling them anymore. It's just I'm just not going to have it. Now next week, I think I told you guys I was going to, the card I was actually going to do today is a center step card that I advertised last week, probably, in a video I made before we left on vacation. And I really fully intended to do that center step card, but I really wanted to show you these ornaments because the minute we got home, I finished the ornaments, the gluing of them, at least many of them. And they're just turning out so cute that I had to Did you cut? Yes, you did. I had to do this first. I wanted to show this to you, but I will get to that center step card next week. I've got, in fact, all of the stuff is cut out to make it. I have it all ready to go, but I really wanted to do this instead. All right, so that's going to get glued on right there, and then I'm going to keep this out because I want to show you how easy it is to cut out these. Where did I put my die? This is what happens when I don't put things away as I'm going. Maybe I put it away. I don't see you, but I will. I'll find it. I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Good, good, good. I found it. Let me put that away before it gets totally lost. Now, Winnemucca, Nevada. Oh boy, Winnemucca, Nevada. That one was actually a very pretty little town if you like deserty stuff. And some people do. All right, I'm going to take the silver again because this actually cuts out really nicely. And we're going to do this one. We're going to need to do 2 of them. So I might be able to fit 2 on here. I'm not sure. Okay, so we'll do one here. I love this die. It's really pretty. You're going to love it too. You're going to love it. Okay, so you push that out. Now you've got this little center, so to save it, because when you make other ornaments, you're probably going to want that little piece. And so just hang on to it. Now, isn't that gorgeous? So you want 2 of these. Get another one. And you could do one-sided if you're just laying it right on a card. But why not make these little ornaments? I've got dozens now, I think, because I don't know how many I've got, but I know I've got at least 2 dozen. Because I'm going to use those on every package, everything I send, everything I use this holiday season. They're just so pretty. Okay, so that one, now I know the one you're wanting to see is how easy that center gets cut out. Because you already saw how beautifully this all goes together, but the center, this is what we want to know, because when things don't cut out well, it makes it really difficult. These cut out super easy, and I know you're not surprised because it's not terribly detailed. That one is, but it cuts out super easy. This is the one that you want to know. How good is that going to actually cut out? Let's do a foil piece first. So you can, a glitter, the foil cuts out reasonably well. We'll do that. But let's see, what have I got? Oh, let's do it with this glimmer paper. Now this is the thickest. This is our Bedazzling, and it's not even called Bedazzling anymore. What is it called? I know we have, it might be an online paper too. Do you remember? It's Dazzling Diamonds or something like that. Let me look and see if it's in the annual catalog, because it might be under our specialty papers. Seems like I saw it. Aha, right there. Number 6, More Dazzle is what it's called. And there's gold and silver. Now, it's very much like our Bedazzling one, if not exactly the same. It's thick, super thick. So if this will cut this, it'll cut anything. I am going to run it through numerous times just to be on the safe side. And you'd have to cut 2 of these, remember. Okay, so there's 2 passes. We're going to go 4 passes. And then I'm going to check it out and see what I think. 4 doesn't seem like a ton to me, but we're going to look. I am going to run it through again, just to be on the safe side. So I'm taking it out of that. That's going to just press it in. If I wanted any extra oomph, I could run this with it as well. That's going to just give it a bit more pressure right on that spot. Just a little more. just any thickness is going to put just a little bit of pressure on that. Now you can see it's falling out now. So it should be pretty easy. Let me move this, and then I'm going to get my, oh, there you go. Get this out. And then I'm going to roll that. Okay, clean. Clean as a whistle. And I have not done a bounce sheet with this. If you're having trouble with your dies, run a bounce sheet, like a dryer sheet, and it'll cause things to fall off really easily. But I haven't even had to do that because this has just been coming out so slick and easy. Look at that. Perfect, perfect. So I've been really happy with these dies. They've been working very well. And you can see that beautiful color under it. Isn't that nice? All right, so what I would do is just, I use, cut out. You can use your pencil if you're, if you want to do this more carefully, you can use a pencil, draw around, and cut it out. I wouldn't even bother doing that. I would just glue it on there and then cut around the edge, because you want it to be a little bit smaller anyway than the actual piece. So I wouldn't have even done it this way, except for I'm just showing you different ways that you can do it. And then you've got this piece here. We would do another one. Isn't that gorgeous? You would do another one, so you'd have 2 more layers, of course. And then that would do that. Anyway, but that is how easy and slick and fun that is. We did these ornaments. This is, again, just a very simple card. Oops, I haven't glued it on there yet. I should probably do that. Let's grab my tape. And we'll just put my tape on there. Get my little label paper out. Okay, I can see it's on there pretty good. I want it to go flat right on here so that my belly band can slide on and off easy. Right on there. There you go. And that is that. All of the little ornaments. Now I'm going to show you my colors, because we've got this rose gold is available. This is a purple one that's like, I don't know. It's a purple that I got from just some knockoff, paper somewhere. But you could do gold. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. You can do gold with any color you want to. There's just so many possibilities. I've got some gold, purple glimmer. The purple glimmer will be really pretty with that gold. Very nice. Okay. And, green and gold. I think I've got a red one too. I've just been going to town. It's so cute and fun. Now let me show you my paper before I go. Let me see if I can get my camera up here without it freaking out. It made it. Yay. Oh, good. I'm so glad it's working better than it sometimes does. So I showed you one pack of paper. Where's my other one? Oh, I did. I showed it to you already, the glimmer paper, because that's really pretty too. Has enough, it doesn't have that dark purple, but it has that lighter purple, and that's very nice. The teal. So you've got to get that. And that glimmer paper, let me grab it, because I did not write the name of it down. It is 3-color glimmer. Just go online and type in online only exclusives, or find the tab that says online only exclusives, and you will see what's available, because we have other stuff coming up too. And I was going to show you my Be Sweet stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save that for next week, and I want to show that to my team first. And since I just came back, I haven't had a chance to be online with them and glory in the new things yet. And I'm looking forward to doing that. So I'll share that with them. Then I'll do that with you next week. Have a wonderful finish to your week, a blessed week. Keep your prayers going for all of our friends all over the world who are suffering, especially our Israeli friends, and just keep your prayers going heavily in that direction. And if you happen to be giving money to organizations that are legitimately sending money to them, bless you. We will continue to be doing that. We are having wonderful weather right now. It is just fabulous. And Jeff showed me that back in our old home, they are going to have a terrible cold wave coming in. And I was like, oh man, how awful. I'm so sorry, because we are only going to have beautiful weather, although it is going to rain. And I'm so glad. Our garden stayed nicely watered. We have good neighbors that really watch our house for us. They are on the ball, always taking good care of it. And they even watered for us. They're so nice. It is wonderful to be living in a place where God can bless you and help you to thrive. So I'm just thanking him for that, and thanking him for you too, helping me do my little stamping business. Remember, we are doing this to be a blessing to others. When you are blessing others just by sending them happy little things to remind them how much they are loved, how much they're appreciated, get well things for them, all these little things, they do really make up a huge difference in the lives of others, and that's why we do this. So thank you for joining me on that journey, and pop me a little message if you like, just to stay connected. You can sign up for my newsletters on my website. I try to keep it up to date, but unfortunately I am limited in time. So it takes a while for things to get there. It takes a while to get to the newsletter too. Just be patient with that, please. And thank you for buying your supplies through me, and for if you want to be part of our team. Oh, I almost forgot. Can you believe it? This is October, and almost the end of October. Through October 31, this is a great time to join, because you get 35% more of what you would normally spend. So if you spend $65, you get $125 or something like that of stuff. If you spend $99, you get $168 something. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the numbers. I was out of town when all this hit, so I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, I will try to get that information in the newsletter. I think I mentioned it when it started, but you do only have to the end of this month, and it's a good deal. And these are only coming along really probably a couple of times a year, maybe only once. Stampin' Up! Used to do it more often, and I think that probably it is good that they don't, because, you really only need to have that kind of a promotion once a year, kind of to get people like me off the fence, who have been using Stampin' Up! Forever, and we just never wanted to be part of selling it. And I didn't know that you don't have to sell it, and I don't sell it. It sells itself, and I'm happy to share that with you. So this is a good time to join, so you can get your discounts. When you do join, you get all of that free stuff during a special promotion like right now. And then you get 20, and then later, if you just buy even not a lot, you get 25% off of all of your stuff. And that's why I have so many dies and ribbons. Freddie, you commented on my ribbon storage. Yes, I do have a ton of ribbons. It's because I always buy the ribbon, almost always. I have very few that I haven't had for 10 years or more. I mean, it lasts forever. So you'll always buy the ribbon, you have tons, but unfortunately for that, you do have to have storage. Probably, you might not want to have that much storage. So for some of us, this is like a huge room hobby sort of storage. And I might have to weed out some of my ribbons at some point in time. They do tend to pile up, don't they? All right, enough chatter. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. I am doing that center step card. I did show it to you already. This is the one that I've completed, and it's doing the stars thing too. So that'll be a fun one. I made it, it's a big one. This one's a big one. That one actually is a pattern I made before, so it is available in an old newsletter, maybe a 2 years ago type newsletter. So if you look for it, that was a center step card using those little mice, caroling mice. So if you want to, you could even, you know, go type in Kathy Crow's cards newsletter, comma, caroling mice, and you might find it, or center step card. It's possible. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.